as I'm trying to get my arm back out of my sleeve. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Q&A Monday. We've got the rather larger-than-life Spencer with us in the background at the moment.
Hi, Maxine. Nice to see you back.
Thanks for coming back, Maxine. You can say Maxine is a regular watcher.
Hi, Andrew.
Just trying to get the... oh, no, I've done it now. It's gone all weird on me again. Ah, there we are. Fixed it. Magic hands.
Hi, Seth.
Oh,
Hi.
Did you enjoy that little chat with the Frankly Shamanic team? Hi, James. Hi, Kerry. And Fiona.
Hi, Joanne, again.
And Karen.
This short.
Oh, will we? They might have lots of questions for us. I'm worried about the poor guy who lost his sandwich to some wizard on the last show. There was all these weird comments coming up, and I'm thinking, I think they're on the wrong show.
People are so weird.
Oh, did you finish listening to the Lloyd Hour?
No, I didn't.
Bach?
No.
Bach?
Hour back.
Hour back. Oh boy, he started. Some people asked some really interesting questions about certain people in the field, and he let loose.
Oh, did
he? Did.
Oh, I'll be listening.
Oh boy, you remember the question that came up down the side of the other? It was them. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's liable. I do like that.
Yeah, the next Conjuring movie, Andrew, has nothing with the Conjuring house. Nothing. They're just using the name because that will bring people in. But it is allegedly from the Warrens' playbook of investigations that they have done. Playbook of investigations that they have done privately. And so there are stories that are based on what they investigate. But it's interesting that they still use the Conjuring name.
Well, it's the Conjuring franchise.
Yeah.
So that's what it's sort of become now. I think it's because you're too far forward. You're blocking my light. So if you come... Oh, thank you. That's better. Don't block my light. Yes, and we actually did a story on that particular person when we were doing the ABC of Paranormal. Do you remember that we did that?
No.
Oh, great.
Who was it about?
Oh, I can't remember the name, dude. It's not. His first name is like a biscuit of some form or other. It was really odd.
All right, that's something you guys
like
can look up
or something.
Look up and let us know.
No, Jared, you're on time. Don't stress. You made it. Oh, we're fuzzy, are we? Oh, we're having issues tonight with lights and things. I think
we're going to have to upgrade.
Oh, we need a camera. Problem is we've got this camera, so it'll focus on whoever's right in front of the camera and everyone else goes blurry. But because we're both to the side, it's focusing on Spencer up the back.
Okay.
Is it better now or you're lagging? Ah. Alright. Not sure what we can do. Let me close down a few other things and see if that helps. I'll close all that down. Does that help?
I'm just seeing what it looks like.
Internet's playing up. I can just reboot and start again if I need to. What I might do is just do this.
Here we are, yeah.
Alright, hang on guys, I'm going to just do a quick reboot. How's that? Is that any better? They're all saying it seems better than I disappeared. Because we've got a lag between... it's like 30 seconds or so. So what we're saying now, you won't hear for 30 seconds. And yeah, all right.
We're talking in the future.
Don't ask us
it's
the low
magic.
numbers. All right, so I just shut down a few other windows. That's all good. So, where are we tonight with our paranormal? I know that tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. we've got the Paranormal United Network show, which is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Renata won't be there, so I'm going to do it by myself. It's going to be boring as hell, but with just me.
My puppy needs to go into the vet.
Oh, I've done it again.
You moved. So you moved. Don't move. You're usually telling me not to move.
There we go. It's the light balance is not good tonight. Right, don't move. It's okay. It's okay.
So my puppy has to go into the vet tomorrow for an operation. Because of his age, they've kind of said, just be prepared.
And he's a bug.
It might not turn out well.
Yeah.
So I need to go. I need to be there.
Yeah. And I totally get that, and I'm fine, honestly. I will just won't be the same without you. I won't be reading the tarot tomorrow, that's for sure. Seth, did you get tickets to Maitland Jail?
It's now sold out, guys, completely.
Yep.
So Maitland Jail, our all-nighter is gone. And, also, the 101s are selling out really, really quickly as well. And they've actually put up July and August dates for bookings now. So that's going swimmingly well. Awesome. But that is also a fantastic team that we have, and the experiments and everything that we have created for that experience. So it's a really good one.
Oh, Jan, you're on the wrong one, my darling. That's Thursday night. So tonight is our question and answer session about paranormal. Now, we were at Lochinvar House the last weekend. We arrived Saturday afternoon. We did an investigation Saturday night, and then Sunday everyone sort of rested and visited some wineries and things because it's all the vineyards. And Sunday night we did a seance parlour session with 3 different activities all going at once, and it went off.
Yeah.
The Saturday night was very quiet. We didn't really get much in the way of activity at all, did we?
No, it was, let's say it was building. It was building. And I always like to say that sometimes the spirits like to get to know you before they start to interact. And we had a real opportunity because we had the 2 nights there. So that was really good. So by the time the second night came around, they were a lot more open to connection when it came to the old style mediumship or psychic work rather than the technological stuff. Yeah.
Although we did have a fabulous session.
The portal session was really good. Yeah.
The night before. And the portal session, they had a lot of things that came across on the boards and the tables that backed up the information we got the night before using the spirit box and the SS method. So that was cool.
Absolutely.
But we had a fairly, not new to hanging out with us, but new to doing paranormal investigation stuff person with us, and that was Wayne. We got Wayne on the tables with us, and he's always watched it, but never really thought there was much going on. And Renata and I were doing table tipping in the old kitchen area, and we put our hands on the table, and it was actually the table right here, and the table started to rock and roll and carry on, and Wayne's looking at it going, what the hell? And you could see all of us at the table, our fingers were sliding around the table. There was nobody's fingers that were locked on that would have been able to manipulate the table. Anyway, the table worked its way up to Wayne. I sort of almost winked at him and started to rock furiously into his crotch. So, ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. And tried to climb up as well. So it took a shine to him, didn't it?
Yeah, it was very interesting. It was very interesting.
So then Wayne left because we did a rotation because I just did it again. We did a rotation and Wayne moved off to go and do another experiment, and we got the next people in. And the table started to move, and then it started to go across the floor towards the door. And we're going, no, you can't go out the door. We dragged it back to the middle, and it went back up to the door again. And Renata's going, you can't go out the door. So the table's gone, boom, onto her hand. And she went, okay, let's open the door. We opened the door, and the bastard table walked out the door with all of us hanging onto it as it's going. And then it's walked across the lawn to Lochinvar House, and then we've got all the steps. It's not going to get the steps. It's rocked back and up, so it had to basically levitate the 2 feet at the bottom to get up, because nobody had their hands underneath to lift it up. And then it's walked across the floor. It's gone looking for Wayne. Seriously, I'm not joking. The table went looking for Wayne. And until he came out, it was going round and round in circles like this, under our hands. And I was like, for heaven's sakes, Wayne, lay your hand on the table. So he's come over and laid his hand on the table, and it's gone and settled. Unbelievable.
No, Maxine, we didn't get that on video because we were too busy trying to hang on to the table. So we didn't kind of want to stop and videotape it all. Plus, it was a personal thing too.
We will do some of the table tipping and stuff at the all-nighter at Maitland Jail. So, yeah.
Also, we had an apport, apparently.
That was weird.
Also, as well, we had some girls working, some lovely ladies, working on the Ouija boards in the front parlour. And we actually stopped to remove ourselves just to have something to eat and drink, a little bit of a break. And then when they returned to the parlour, they found on one of the sofas some material that seemed to be sort of scratched up, sitting right in the middle of the sofa. And when they looked, it was a small child's t-shirt that had not been there before.
I've got a picture here.
Oh dear, sorry about this screen tonight.
Sorry. I might drop out that green screen one. Maybe it's the green screen that's causing the issue. So let me just switch out and get our old mate up. See if that's better.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh dear.
I think maybe we don't have enough light. Anyway, let me show you the picture.
Oh dear. Hold on, I'll turn this light on. See if it's going to be better. Maybe it's because we're wearing black.
Don't know.
Okay.
Right, I'm just finding the picture. Nope. Seem to be in the wrong... Right, here it is here. Oh, of course, yeah. It's a bluey t-shirt. I don't know if it's going to work. There it is. A bluey t-shirt. It's size 2. And there is no rhyme nor reason why it should have been there. I even contacted my daughter, and because I thought maybe one of the kids' t-shirts ended up in a bucket somewhere, but how did it end up on the lounge? And she didn't recognise it. She has no idea where that came from. So, and at the same time, Vicky lost a necklace, her thing off a necklace, which has now been recovered. But yeah,
some strange goings on.
And we have a question from Nicola.
Someone last week said my name loudly twice in the bedroom, scared the crap out of me. It's so clear and loud. Yep. They probably were talking straight into your mind. So it's probably a telepathic message and your name was being called. Do you recognise who it may have been? I know that sometimes when you are in fright, it's a little bit hard to sort of work out who it is. It may be the sound of your own voice coming back to you. And that is the voice that says your name, or it may be someone that you know, or it may be someone that you don't know whatsoever. But it's a really important point to try and work out when you remember who the voice reminds you of, because that's your first clue as to why you heard your name.
And Mario, absolutely, hell yeah. What's the most scariest experience you guys have had with the paranormal?
Everybody always asks that.
I know.
Why don't you ask what's the most beautiful experience you've ever had?
No, because it's like they want to see what it's like on TV when they.
It's not like freaking TV.
My most.
Not.
Excuse me, back off! I want to tell my story. Bloody hell! My most scariest experience in the paranormal was at Sandgate Cemetery, where they had signs up saying that they were doing rabbit control and just watch out and don't enter. We thought, oh, well, that's okay. They've just got rabbit traps or baits down. We just won't worry about that. And so we started to walk through the cemetery at night, and then all of a sudden I end up with a big flashlight on me, and these people going, what are you doing in there? And it was hunters with rifles. They were shooting the rabbits, and we were just wandering through the cemetery. So that was the most terrifying thing that's happened to me while I was on a ghost hunt.
Yeah.
I did have somebody become taken over by something in there, and they wandered out of the cemetery. They should never have gone on their own. I've told that story before, and he was covered in grass, had no recollection of where he was, and was completely zoned out. So we sent him to a doctor, because we don't assume it's paranormal. Right. Oops.
Guys, 9 times out of 10 is nothing like you see on TV. Because if you were to watch what happens in real paranormal investigations, you'd probably get really bored really quickly, and you wouldn't sell any shows. In most cases, it's a lot of sitting around waiting for something to happen, and long hours of...
There you go!
Of processing information, recordings, bits and pieces of what happened. When you go on a tour, people like outdoor experiences at Matt and Joe. We're trying to make it as exciting for you as we possibly can, but
it's truthful.
But we can't create interaction if nothing is happening. We just can't, and that's not part of what we want to do. And we don't want to do jump scares either, because that's kind of entertainment. And what we're trying to do is provide a proper ghost hunt for you. So it's not, if you're wanting something that will give you the type of experience that a horror movie will, watch a horror movie.
Yeah, or go to a haunted house where they've actually got props and scares and things set up. So what is your most beautiful experience, Renata, since you got all cranky?
I've had lots, and many of them are associated with the seances that we do, when we connect people with their loved ones in a way where they really get a sense that their loved one is speaking to them. And that's normally by some piece of information that you can't Google, and that is just so special. So it might be a song that Anne plays that they remember was their special song, or it might be a piece of information that comes through that is just, it's not generic, it's really specific, and it just reminds them of their loved one. They will say that is that person 100%, and they are the special moments when we're going that this connection has been made.
There was a funny one that we had, and once again it was the Seance Parlour. It was this group, there was 4 of them, and they decided, they come up with a code word in the car. Then they were going to ask the spirits to spell out the code word they'd come up with in the car. So we're all in the seance, we're going, does anyone have any final questions? And they've gone, yes. Could the spirits please tell us the code name we came up with in the car? We've gone, okay, whatever. So it starts spelling things out, and it's doing all this, and we've gone, they just spelt boobs. And they went, oh my God! So, yeah, that was their code word that they'd come up with, boobs. And there's no way we could have known that, because they just came up with that in the car. That was funny. We all laughed. There's so much laughter in the seance parlour. I miss it so much.
It is.
So Nicola said she didn't recognise the voice and that's why it was scary.
Just see if it happens again, Nicola. There could be a number of different reasons why that happened. It could be that it's a sign for you to take note of what is happening around you at the moment and that someone is reaching out. It could be a number of kind of more mundane things, but yeah, more than anything, check what is going on with you right now or what you're not attending to, Nicola, and that might be why your name has been heard.
Seth, if it's still lagging, just do a refresh on the feed and that should fix it up, because I'm pretty sure we're all good here now. Daniela wants to know, will the pink supermoon affect the spirits? I think it affects the humans more than it affects the spirits. We're made up of how many percent of water?
Lots.
And they say that the moon affects the tides, and that's the water, and that's in us, and it pulls on us. I know I get filthy headaches every time we get to full moon.
We have found that there is no significance with regard to full moons or no moons, or waxing moons or waning moons when it comes to spirit activity. And that's kind of been our experience. Maybe other teams will say a different thing. People like to think that there is more activity around the full moon.
You know, I think it has to do with as well as you have the full moon, you've got more light, which then creates shadows, which at night time you think is seeing a lot of more movement than what there actually is. So it would be not a ghostly phenomena. So you're pixelated. I don't know what's going on tonight. I really don't.
It's a full moon.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Or it could be into rain and gamma.
Okay. Okay. Oh, well, no, we're really far back on this.
Oh, wow. That's like
Yeah.
20 minutes behind
we
or
are
something.
Very pixelated. Very pixelated.
Well, hang on. Let me just jump on and see what it looks like on mine, because it might be better than yours.
No, it's pretty yuck.
Poo. All right.
We've broken it.
We broke the internet. And here nowhere as clear as it normally is. Hello, Meryl. We didn't scare you away. Meryl was fresh meat on her very first excursion into the paranormal for a whole weekend with us nutters.
Come and sit closer and see whether that helps. So just let us know whether this actually helps a little bit if we're sitting closer.
What if it's the new gadget I've got everything plugged into?
Oh.
Yeah. Is that better, guys? Here we go. What's the best way to protect yourself before going into a haunted venue?
Believe that you have the knowledge, the power, and the ability to create that boundary between yourself and anything that is there to cause havoc. Right? No matter how much sage you're going to throw at something, no matter how many blessed items you carry, if you have no inner belief that you are in a place of control and you have a sense of control, that sage and those items don't mean anything.
Robert's got some good suggestions there too.
So you have given those items the permission to be powerful by hearing other people say that sage is really good for getting rid of negative energies, and your sacred objects are really good for getting rid of negative energies. So you have given those items power. What happens if you forget those items or you can't get those items? Does that then automatically mean that you are not protected? So you have to work on this mindset of being able to empower yourself and be able to understand when you are vulnerable and shouldn't be going to a haunted venue because of some emotional upset, or whether you're maybe not quite ready to do things like that. And that's okay. It's okay. It's all right to say, look, I'm not really ready to go into haunted places because I'm a little bit fearful. But mindset is utmost. I hope that makes sense. So you've got to believe you're powerful enough.
There's no point walking in with rosary beads and a crucifix if you have no belief in Christianity, because you don't believe in those beings. So how can you expect them to protect you? Tiff, this is what tonight is all about. So please don't apologise for asking questions at all. This is exactly what tonight's about. She's just cranky.
No,
sometimes.
I'm not cranky. I'm not. This is just
How did you first realise you were gifted with talking to spirits?
Oh, someone usually tells you you're a bit strange.
Actually,
someone
they
usually
say, "Oh, the gift. What are you talking about?"
You're a bit strange. I don't know. Your child's a bit strange. That's usually the way it starts.
No, I was seeing things as a very early in childhood, and would just know when people were going to call and who'd be on the phone, and I'd have all that sort of stuff happening. It was precognition, really.
And as kids, we all kind of talk and, imagine that we have friends that are there with us as kids. Our imaginations are an amazing thing. They're a beautiful thing. If you can't imagine something, then number one, that's sad. Number two, you kind of have lost your juju, your magic, if your imagination goes. That's a muscle we all need to keep working.
I'm going to try dropping out the green screen altogether. It will be pretty hideous behind, but let's see if that makes it any better. Look how plain and boring we are now. It doesn't make my eyes look blue. Oh,
your skin looks really good, Anne.
I know, right? We had some masks on the weekend. It was Satan in the background. I was probably doing it. Yeah, Anne and Renata broke the internet. Oh, we broke the internet on TikTok? Bloody hell! Since we were on last Monday, we've had 2.2 million hits on one of our videos. What the hell? Who is here from TikTok who's found their way all their way over to here? Tiff, there was a spirit in a house I lived in with my cousins. I used to hear crying outside my bedroom. It was so scary. That could just be what's called a residual haunting. It's just a recording that's being played of an event that might have happened often there, and it might not be an actual intelligent entity. Oh, and thank you for those people who are sending stars. We really appreciate that. That gives us a little bit of money to put some petrol in the tank, and we can drive places and go do things.
Yeah, we're seeing a lady about a haunting tomorrow night.
Oh, it's on, is it?
It's on tonight. So it's on tomorrow night. We're heading out. Going to be talking to a lady about something that she's been experiencing. So,
Yeah, Meryl, you have been adopted into the family now. You are now a parastalker, so welcome. Oh, here we go. Carolyn wants to know, what's your favourite underwear? I have just discovered new underwear, and I'm very excited about this because I used to love these ones from Best and Less that were black with white spots on them, and they had a really nice soft white band around here, and they stopped making them. And then they got those ones with the thin elastic band which pulls in really hard on your waist, particularly when you've been eating too many nice things. And I was struggling to find them. I found some Jockey Parisiennes, which is nice and black and lacy. It's always black. But they still weren't quite right. And then I found the winners. Kmart. They're fabulous. Kmart knickers. I'm happy now.
the thing that she was asking was, where your favourite knickers?
Oh. Okay, well, I got excited then, wanted to share I wanted to share what my favourite underwear was.
Oh my God. Oh dear.
Oh dear, yeah. All right. What's that? Can you buy Bunnings in bulk in what aisle? So scrolling. Um, now you're clearer. Came out under these other. Thank you, Tiff. I'm glad you understand. You got to try them. They're so good. It depends.
This actually did come from Whitby Abbey.
It did.
We went to Whitby Abbey the last time we went overseas, and Whitby Abbey is just glorious. It sits right on the top of the hill at Whitby, and I think there are 1,000 steps. Is it 1,000 steps?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
You can either drive up one side, go in the car park, and then go down to the Abbey, or you can actually climb all the way up the steps. The staircase might be 100 steps.
Oh, you're not wrong. Kmart's freaking awesome.
1,000 sounds awful. That's because 12-year-olds make everything in some slum somewhere for $1.
I'm so appreciated to give them the opportunity to have a job and earn some money at the age of 12.
No.
I think I broke Renata.
It's just awful.
Oh, all right. So tomorrow, I'm wondering what the hell am I going to talk about by myself. Thought I might talk about gadgets. That's something I'm good at.
Oh my God. I know there were questions.
Was there?
Yeah, there were.
I couldn't see them.
You've swooshed back too
Well,
quickly.
it's the thing keeps jumping. I can't do anything about it. And look, Andrew, that sort of points out something as well, is that if you are hearing voices in your head, it's actually very important that you do get checked. But I'm not saying you particularly, but if you start to hear voices that you can't explain, you should always go to a doctor first and get cleared that you don't have some health issue that might be happening, which can be easily fixed. So don't bury your head in the sand about that. Always just go and speak to your doctor, and they will listen. All right, where's these questions?
You scroll so quickly.
Oh, here we are. Does that also go the other way to bring positive energies into yourself?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So you have a choice. You can either think of things as negative, or you can think of things as positive. How they present themselves will also depend on your biases and what you think is a negative way of something showing itself, whereas for other people it might be a positive way of something to show itself. And an example of that is shadows, shadow people. So if you read books or if you watch TV, they may show or tell you that all shadows or shadow people are negative and horrible and awful, but that might not necessarily be so. It might be just something that to scare you, or they're trying to scare you by saying that. It might be just a spirit form that isn't showing itself completely, or cannot manifest in any other way other than presenting itself as a shadow. And so you shouldn't automatically go to it being negative. So we all have to work on our mindset.
Yes, I've actually got a bit of a sign coming up here saying that the connection is unstable with the internet. So I don't know what is going wrong, but we are having internet issues tonight, because normally my computer is plugged directly into the internet and we have no issues at all. So I will be checking that out after this. So I apologise for any shitty internet you're getting tonight. Helen, wooden steaks and garlic snow. It's good for life, people. Get rid of them. Not that I'm suggesting you do anything to them, but I know if we eat a lot of garlic, we get rid of Renata. About to spend some time in an old area hospital in Adelaide. Usually a bit sensitive to such places' thoughts. So this is where you need to be the boss and take control of what is going on. Isn't that correct, Renata?
Yeah, and look at it from the point of view of being a researcher. So a researcher is taking down all the information about how they are feeling, what time it is, what atmospheric conditions there are, all of this sort of stuff. And that might put you in a more sort of scientific mindset rather than a fearful mindset. If you're going to walk in with fear, you're going to automatically kind of put things in a certain box, and that will be due to the bias of fear that you've just walked in with. And so you don't want to do that. You want to really explore and be in there without kind of thinking that you're going to run out in 2 seconds. So the more information you can have, the more you can prepare yourself, the more you can research that area so that you have a really good background of what you're walking into. Faye, that's going to help a lot. Also, don't go by yourself. That's the most important thing. Have someone with you so that you can always check in with them, or they will check in with you and say, how are we going at the moment? Are we all good? Is everything fine? Also, just be aware that you have had something to eat before you go, that you're nice and grounded. You've had a coffee or a tea or something, just so that you're not lightheaded in any way. And all of those things will help and be of assistance for you.
Seth, can I spray the fuck off spray at people? Yes, you can, but it's probably not advisable, but it will certainly work. They'll go away. Oh, Peter, you've been following the TikTok? It's insane. We're about to hit 1 million likes. Wow. Just for my family, I thought nuts growing up. Yeah, we did that one. And I'll get down a bit further now. So if anyone would like the F-off spray, it looks a bit like this one down here. Oh.
I think we've run out of ours.
This is the Money Effing Loves You spray from Spells and Spirits with cinnamon, basil, ginger. Oh, excuse my grubby fingernails. Bloody hell. I've been patting horses and dogs. And, like, if you have anyone who is really annoying you with the F-off spray, you go, fuck off. But in this case, I'm spraying Money Effing Loves Her. So we're going to...
It smells of cinnamon. It's beautiful.
It's really nice. So that's available for Spells and Spirits. Actually, I can pop that banner up. I'll just get down to here. Alright, I'll give you that one while I put Christy's banner up.
Do you ever get pulled towards a place? Like if you're just walking through a town, do you ever get drawn to somewhere in particular? All the time. All the time. Anything that is over like 60 years old, we're there.
So we're at her all the time.
So yeah, anything that looks old and interesting, I'm just digging a hole. I just shut up now. But yeah, all the time, Renee.
We'll drive through towns and we'll spot something. Go, oh, look that up. What is it? Why find out what it is? Can we go visit?
Yeah.
Why is the hospital staff always say how many strange people they have coming into emergency on the changes to the moon? They say the nutters come in. Is this a dumb question? No, it's not. It's a real thing.
Doctors will never tell you that it is a real thing. The nurses will, but the doctors won't.
Oh, no, I've had doctors have said it's a real thing.
Oh, normally, scientifically, they'll say, no, it's got nothing to do with anything, but nurses will go, oh, Jesus, it's full moon, we're all coming in.
It's talking about the pool. I love working with people with dementia. They are the most beautiful people. Even when they're trying to run you over with their walkers and hit you with their handbags, I still love it.
And Justin says, for some reason, he just can't walk past a pub without getting pulled in every time.
Tiff, I have been to Port Arthur, so has Renata. It's glorious. The beautiful buildings and the things that they've managed to save historically. It's very brutal history. Renata would probably be more affected by it than what I would have been because I don't open myself up to energies in the environment generally. But yeah.
Yeah, there are a couple of places that are really, really super sensitive places, and if you get an opportunity to go to Port Arthur and you take the little boat ride to the Isle of the Dead,
Oh yes.
that's an awesome little trip as well. Yes, great places. While you're in Tasmania, go to Willow Court as well in New Norfolk. That's kind of
and the old Tench. Don't forget the old Tench as well.
The Tench in Hobart.
Yeah.
So there's lots and lots of places to go and visit that have quite a historical background, but they're also very, very haunted. We're going to Norfolk Island in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So we hope to actually be able to bring
less
you
than 2 weeks actually.
Lots of either recordings or lives, depending on internet while we are over there. The last time we were there, internet was absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. But hopefully, if we can't bring you lives, then we will do some recordings and post them up, and hopefully they will get to you at some point in time.
So what's the Tench?
The Tench is the penitentiary, the old penitentiary that is in
Hobart.
In Hobart. And it was...
It's up near the new hospital, isn't it?
No. It's just literally up the road in Hobart. You go
just walk up the hill.
And you go up the hill. But it's a set of old buildings, penitentiary. They did keep convicts there. They will show you the courthouse area. They'll show you where the old church area used to be.
The gallows.
The gallows. It's awesome.
Oh, speaking of which,
awesome
we've got Dubbo coming up next weekend.
Next weekend, 1 ticket left.
Oh, we get to go to the gallows. I thought there was 2 tickets left. You added an extra one so that you could have 2.
No, that was Maitland. That was Maitland Jail.
Oh, right. Sorry.
It's sold out now.
Maybe you should do that for Dubbo. Make it 2, and that way a couple can come.
All right.
1 extra person's fine. What's Faye Farah? Our village just turned 100. There's a rebirth population boom, and a whole 40 people live there now.
Woohoo!
Reformed ghost town. Thank you for pricing trip delayed. I mean, for an interesting. Well, let us know how it goes. It'll be really interesting thing. I always love hearing how other people go.
Absolutely.
Um,
If you've been on a really good ghost tour and a really interesting place, put it down in the comments because we're continuing to make a bucket list.
Up the road, yeah. We're great with directions. This morning, we set our alarm for, well, she'd set it for 8 a.m, I think it was, and the alarm's going off out in the other room. So she's trying to find a way out to go and turn the alarm off, and she's walked outside, out the back door, out of her room, not the door that's inside the house. Her sense of direction is shocking. Yeah.
I couldn't find my way out of the paper bag.
Then she went back to bed, and she's gone, I'm not going to get up till 8:15.
And that got poked in the backside.
Not by me. I was in another room.
So I was completely covered up. I was laying on my left-hand side, and I was saying to myself, I'm not getting up until 8:15. I'm not getting up until 8:15. And then I feel this poke with a finger.
In the butt cheek.
In the butt cheek.
Be grateful it was not in the butt cheek and not in the crevice.
I'm going,
could have been real fright.
I'm going, that was a definite poke in the butt cheek. And I've looked at my watch and it's 8:15, as if to say, okay, you did say 8:15, now get up.
And Copeland Mine in Gloucester. Oh, wow. It is my favourite favourite place to investigate at the moment because it's so unique.
Yes.
It's just...
Yeah.
And
it's amazing.
In a forest.
Yeah.
And there's no electricity, there's no man-made lights out there, and it's so dark, and there's... I was going to say ringworms. They're not ringworms.
There's no ringworms. There's no ticks. There's
glowworms.
There's nothing.
Glowworms. Oh my God.
God.
Oh look, the internet's fixed itself. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it's now fixed itself.
So there are tickets, a load of tickets to our next Gloucester tour on the 15th.
Make the effort. Go do it. It is so much fun. And we sort of all hang out together for the weekend as well.
And where's the parsonage?
Yeah, I just saw that one.
James, where is the parsonage?
There's lots of parsonages throughout the world.
Yeah. Tell us which one you're talking about.
Thank you, Crispy. Adventure Before Dementia.
Ringworm.
I'm sorry. I'm just losing a plot tonight.
No one will come out there.
All right, I can put us back on green screen because the thing seems to have fixed itself. So
look, let's just get through this
I'm
now
happy
without.
Now. See?
Oh,
it's all good.
It just not go all bad all over again.
Yeah, everyone that's gone's had a great experience there. My parents visited Monte Cristo on the night. I think it was just a nice homestead. My brother, who was little, refused to enter the barn and was freaked the whole time. He didn't know the haunted. Yes, that's where there was a young boy who actually was set fire to and ended up dying a very painful, horrible death in the barn. So it's interesting that a young boy reacted the same way. Poked in a very print by someone unseen, waking me up for a second. Ooh.
Ooh.
It said James. James said Port Arthur. The parsonage at Port Arthur. I can't talk. Port Arthur.
Renee, is it possible for a brand new house to be haunted? Yes. Oh. More than likely, the spirits have come in with the new people. So whoever moves into the house may have brought their own spirits with them. That's one thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, Helen's already jumped on it. It could be the builders that have left you a ghost.
Depends on what the land was also used for. So there are some sort of sacred sites that do carry an energy because of whoever used it prior and what they did there. So yeah, that could also be something, spirits of the land, that might affect a brand new home.
I like Carolyn. Look at the movie Poltergeist. That was a brand new house built on top of a cement tree.
Cement tree?
Cement tree?
Cement tree?
Yeah. That's right up there with the ringworms.
We are finishing very soon.
Yeah, we're very tired. It's been a big weekend. Oh yes, we've got Stroud coming up too. I think, Christy, you're doing a great job there.
Yes, and we're halfway sold with the Stroud tour. There aren't that many tickets left. And yes, it's...
now this Thursday night... Wednesday night. Wednesday night. What night are we on? Monday night. This Wednesday night, the Randwick Council is putting on a free Zoom webinar with us, talking about the spirits of Prince Henry Hospital and also talking about all things ghosty and paranormal. So, it's the spray set me off now. Make sure that you head over to Randwick Council or to our Facebook page and the link will be there and you can sign up and it's a free thing which they're putting on, which is awesome. We want it to go really well so we get to do it again.
We're talking all this week.
We just talk non-stop.
Talking all this week.
That's why I'm scared to do it by myself tomorrow.
Day we're talking.
Yeah, on the song lines, yes, absolutely.
True. Yes. Song lines in Australia, ley lines overseas in England.
I think you both need sleep in English classes.
I had 2 nights of dreadful sleep, actually, Seth.
I actually slept really well.
We were in the old kitchen of Lochinvar House, which they've opened up for more accommodation space. And for whatever reason, I just could not get to sleep. And then I would wake up every 5 minutes or so, kind of going, it's a time to get up.
Was it an easy process, Daniela? Just to sign up for it? I wonder if the Big Brother house is haunted. Oh, they should send us into the Big Brother house with our gadgets and we could do a seance. Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh. I don't know whether I could cope with them.
Oh, I could. I'd have fun. Be nice to the crazy aunties. They're old.
You're on my list, Pinky Unicorn.
All right, guys, we're going to finish up. It's been a very long couple of days, and I've got to be up early-ish tomorrow to do the show by myself. And I've got to write a show overnight. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, thank you all for joining us this evening. We apologise that it was half an hour late, but we had to fit in the Frankly Shamanic boys. That sounded really wrong, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good at that. So, tomorrow morning 9 a.m. for another dose. Wednesday night for another dose. Thursday night for another dose.
Friday.
What are we doing Friday?
Oh, we've got a workshop, which is...
Oh, we've got a workshop!
Oh, we're
got to write that course too! And we've got to record True Haunting somewhere in the middle of all of that.
I don't know whether that's going to happen.
Oh, jeez.
And then we're going to Dubbo.
Fun times.
Awesome.
All right. Guys,
Now,
thank you so much.
And listen, we can't do this craziness without you guys. So we are so grateful that you are here. Thank you for anyone that sent stars tonight. We so appreciate it. It gives us petrol for the car and an occasionally Macca's coffee, which is awesome because we need it. We live on Macca's coffee. So we thank you from the bottom of our little hearts.
Black little hearts.
And there will
I like that. It makes it look thin.
There will be more coming
like
over
this.
the next week with regard to some of the places we're going and what we're doing. I'll just keep talking while she's doing that.
I'm looking at myself in the camera.
And, so stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yeah. All right, guys. See you on the dark side.